Alright, so we're looking at another pair of legal terms today. 推定する and みなす. These two terms are important. Important enough to where Japanese legal exams have true or false questions where they just switch up these words. And a lot of native Japanese test takers get these problems wrong because they just brute force the compendium instead of thinking about what these two words mean. But we're not going to make that mistake. So let's take a look at the difference between みなす and 推定する. So both of these words mean to treat one thing as another thing. So to treat A as B. Let's look at some real life examples.
婚姻の成立の日から200日以内に生まれた子は婚姻前に滞在したものと推定される。
A child born after 200 days from the formation of marriage shall be presumed to have been conceived during marriage. So that's an example of 推定する. In this case, in the passive form, 推定される.
条件が成就することによって不利益を受ける当事者が故意にその条件の成就を妨げたときは相手方はその条件が成就したものとみなすことができる。
If the party that would suffer a detriment as a result of the fulfillment of a condition intentionally prevents the fulfillment of that condition, the counterparty may deem that condition as fulfilled. And the key word there is deem. So to recap, the English translation translates 推定 as presume and みなす as deem. But that doesn't give us an insight as to the actual distinction between the original Japanese terms. So what is the distinction? Well, it's simply this. 推定 can be overturned with evidence to the contrary, and みなす cannot. In the case of the assumed father whose child was born within 200 days after the marriage, if the father or any other relevant party can prove that he is indeed not the father, then he can be relieved of his legal status as father. Or relieved or lose, whatever way you want to put it. In the case of the conditions fulfillment being sabotaged by a party that would, face some sort of detriment as a result of that condition being fulfilled, once it's proven that he indeed sabotaged that condition from being fulfilled, then there's no way of overturning that. That is the case, regardless of the actual reality. Once something is みなされた, then good luck overturning it. And just to give you a concrete example about the whole sabotaging the fulfillment of a condition, let's just say that you make a bet with a friend that if he could run a mile in 6 minutes, you'll buy him a car. And so your friend, sets off to the track and he's running, and you set up a trap. So he trips, he falls, he gets injured, and he doesn't complete a mile in 6 minutes. Well, if you do that, then your friend can consider the condition fulfilled. Even though he didn't run a mile in 6 minutes, he was going to, and you stopped that from happening. So he can say that he fulfilled the condition and you owe him a car. The more you know. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights into Japanese law. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments.